Hello everyone. Today we have another game with Moo versus the Muslim, who is now actually the top one ranked person in the world. And this is actually kind of because of Moo, because Moo uh, actually took Beastie. He took on Beastie several days ago, and he won. And he drained 40 elo out of Beastie's account. And now Demu has 20 more elo than Beastie. So Demu should thank Moo honestly for getting him rank 1, but we'll see how this match goes. Spearman heading the wrong way. That's not where you want to go, sir. And we're actually not seeing a dock out of Demu, which is very interesting. Usually what Roost players like to do on this map is they'll just put like a little wall. Usually the wood line's like right here. So you can just put a little wall here, a little wall here, get your fishing going, and then just try to survive. But I guess Demu probably knows the spears are coming. You're not going to be able to get that, sir. You need to pull back. Demu probably knows that's coming, and so he has decided to just not go water. Now, this means that the Mongol isn't really going to be able to get anything done, because Roost doesn't need to gather gold in order to get feudal, because of their hunting. And Moo hasn't really been denying hunting. Which is an issue. I assume, because he does need to scout out his opponent and what they're doing, and it does. And if you're doing that, you're not killing Hunt. So he's circling around with the spears, but not much is going to be able to get done. And Demu's going to be able to get a free second TC if he wants to get it. Now, what Moo kind of needs to do in this matchup is he goes feudal, and then he should be sending a villager out right now to just go get the fish if Demu's not going to go take it. Oh, another thing about Moo is I actually encountered someone in a Discord server. I play a lot of team games, by the way, and I encountered someone in a Discord server with the name of Moo, and I was like, hey, are you the guy that keeps going up against Beastie and all that? And he was like, no, that's not me. But he's a fucking liar because because there are like 30 Moo accounts, so I was like, okay, I guess it's another guy. But he's a fucking liar because I looked at his account and he was playing with some of the guys I play with on that server. So you should know that Moo is a liar, and he did lie to me, and I'm so upset because I'm actually a Moo fanboy. I really like that he just how he just goes up against all the pro players all the time. I think it's really cool. You know, it really speaks about a growth mindset where you're not trying to win at all. Like if Moo was trying to win, he wouldn't keep sniping the pro players to go up against them. He's trying to get better, and that and if you really think about it, that's the best way to get better. Moo is not taking the fishing. The other thing about Moo is very aggressive. If he can choose between doing a rush and getting like an eco advantage, he will always do the rush, which is also a cool. I think it's a cool way to play because almost everyone in this game, or it's very popular to just eco boom, and I also love eco booming. I almost never feudal all in, or I never feudal all in. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so now we have another TC going up, and this is really weird because no one has taken the fish, and almost in every single game you see a dock and fishing, and everyone's fighting over the fish because the fish is so important. Because having a dock is basically like having a TC, but you can put it down at 1 minute instead of 6 minutes. And then like these fish, it's also kind of like having a farm because these fish regenerate. Obviously you can't get a ton of fishing boats out, but you can get enough. And so it's very nice. Now what Okay, okay, another thing about Moo has a strat that he loves. It is the TC rush, and he is going to do it now. But, I'll be honest, I don't think it's gonna accomplish anything. Because where would you put this TC? Alright, like you could put it here. You're blocking the stone, cool. You're blocking the gold, which Demu doesn't need. I mean, you can't really get vision. It's gonna be hard to get vision on woodline, and even if you do, Demu just takes his vills over here, then the TC can't reach. You try to place it here, and you're gonna... I mean, if you place it here, yeah, you're gonna be able to block the TCs from actually producing. But there's no way that Demu lets you place it here, is the thing. Like, Demu will... And while you're trying to get your TC here, you're taking fire from 2 TCs and a Kremlin. And then you also can just levy militia. So, I mean, you know, he could come to the other side. Moves actually block the walls from going up, which is nice. But even if you come over here, you know, you can block the food source, sure. Block the gold, the other wood line, but Demu has 2 golds he can go to. And even if you block the golds, Demu just wants the archer spam. So it's not going to be a big deal for him. Alright, where is the TC? Here it is. I assume this has superior mobility? Yep, it does. Superior mobility, it's tech that increases the speed of Mongol buildings, if you didn't know. Alright. Now, okay, so we are going to see the TC going down. But the scouts are not gonna, they're really not gonna want this TC going down. He's gonna get it here. But the archers and the arrow fire, I think he finally gets it down, yeah, but this is kind of far. This is not going to be able to block the TC production. It's not going to be the thing, you're not going to be able to block arrow production, but here is a great spot. And there is nothing to block this. And now, this TC is, yeah, if he produces any villagers out of this TC, they're going to die. And these longbows, they can go out, but they can only go into this TC. We are seeing the farm transition. Like, it's being forced out because Demu is blocked off from all his food sources, which is pretty good for him. But how are these villagers queued? Okay, well, it's just gonna die. I think if he just rallied, if Demu rallied his villas over here, it'd be fine for him. Yeah, he survives. I'd love to see textiles right now as well. And we do need a few more units. Yeah, he's not actually able to kill these villas coming out. Which does mean that, okay, yeah, Demu actually recognizing that, getting textiles now. Good job on him. And now in this position, you might ask, what does Demu do from here? It's that he needs a ram. You just make 1 ram, and like they're not. When you have 2 TCs this close to each other, or 2 keeps, or whatever, 2 static defenses, getting a ram out is so good because you can't kill the ram. Because if the units try to come kill the ram, they get killed by the TC. To be honest, I would kind of rather see Keshets out than archers. Just so you can tank the TC fire, like you're gonna need. But the thing about roofs is also you can just levy the militia and then suddenly, you know, you've got so many basically spearmen. Alright, Demu is technically up in villas but not by the amount you would think. Especially since this TC hasn't been producing any villagers. Okay, we are seeing the gold being taken. And if this isn't contested, this is actually really big. Are we researching the... We're not researching the ram yet. In my opinion, this is a bit of a mistake. The steeled arrows is like really good. And in a normal game, you would never get siege engineering before steeled arrows. But as soon as you get 1 ram out, this TC cannot stay here anymore. And I've actually played against this strat before, and as soon as like their TC gets denied, like the guy I was playing against just surrendered. Where are those rallied? I can't see the Ville markers, or the production markers, which is odd. I assume they're gonna be rallied out here. How much damage does it take? Yeah, it only takes like 30 damage, even with 10 Vills inside or 10 units inside that TC. Yeah, it's really important. It's about whoever gets the ram down first in this scenario. Like, if Mu gets a ram out, he could just start killing this TC for free. And if Demu gets a ram, he could start killing that. But neither... Do we have ram tech? Neither of them are taking rams. I don't know. Like, obviously both of these guys are better than me. Like, Demu's the best person in the world. On top of the leaderboards right now, Mu is a Conk 3. I'm, only a Conk 1, 2. But, in my opinion, just rushing out a ram in this scenario is what you need to do. Is Demu going castle? My lord. Really, Demu? Are we taking... We're not... Neither of them are taking rams. This is infuriating me. Demu's just like... Wait, he's gonna kill the TC with his own TC at this point. Wait, this is hilarious. Alright, Demu's starting to push this side. And is he actually gonna push into Mu's base while he's being TC rushed? That would be funny. And if you're curious as to why this TC is perfectly healthy while this is not, well, first of all, we're attacking an archery range over here. Okay, and he has to run away. The TC too strong, but the main TC has 7k health. The expansion only has 2.4. Oh my, I just feel like one ram. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, sure, you can call militia. Yeah, like, you can call militia, but like the militia do 6 fucking damage, and you can just run away from the militia once they get called. Or he needs to pull Vills because he has only made archers. Or Demu needs to pull Vills because he only made archers. And so he might be able to kill the ram with villagers, but that's actually a good case scenario. Because, Demu's probably gonna lose like 10 Vills trying to kill a ram. Alright. Let's see where this goes. Alright, we see a castle age coming through, and that's pretty good. And now he's just gonna use the TC as a normal TC, I guess. He's down 15 Vills. But it's not terrible, especially when he has his castle. But then he's going castle as well. Oh, this is not a very good high trade house location, but I guess he just wants the castle through as fast as he can. And now we see a ram coming through. From Demu on this DC, but he didn't wait until or he waited until the TC was on the other side of the map. No. I mean, we probably... Demu's just backing off, actually. He doesn't even care about the run. But we saw even more eco damage come through. Which isn't good for Mu, because he's already 20 rows down. And then... I'm not even talking about... I think the high trade house, it would struggle to get 80 gold. In my opinion. Like, this is definitely a 50 to 80 gold high trade house. Let's see. Once the Archer Veterancy comes through, though. Archer Veterancy and plus Cruel Chai, and these archers will melt everything. The Cruel Chai is giving plus Okay, yeah. See, now it's giving +2. It only gives +1 to the regular archers though, which actually isn't as good as I thought. But once you get the veterancy, they get up another +2. So these guys only has +1, but these have +3. And if we once balanced projectiles come through, they'll be at 9. No, that would still only be +2. They won't get +3 until they're doing like 13 damage, I think. Or it wouldn't go up to 5. Let's see though, let's check. As I said before, I'm a numbers guy, so let's look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, yeah. See, they only have +4. Now, Demu, why are you going horse archers? Demu always does this, every single game. No matter what, he will go horse archers, even though everyone else thinks that horse archers are pretty garbage. Demu doesn't get on the picture. He's still caught up on like a year ago when horse archers were OP. But I mean, who's to say if like the entire Aoe4 community or Demu is right, because Demu is technically the highest ranked person in the game, so maybe everyone else is wrong and he's right. We're stacking up are we going fast imp? I've seen Demu do this before. You know what? It always feels like Demu is just trolling people with some of his strategies. But he does win, which is also weird. We're seeing a mango come out of Moo, but there's already Springleds in production. Demu doing the correct thing. Not having Springleds in that scenario could cost you the game. But Demu has a pretty big production league, and he's starting to capture relics, and I don't think that Moo is. So that's pretty good for him. It is gonna be a siege war in this scenario. Oh no, don't lose the mango, don't lose the mango, get it back! Oh, it goes down. It goes down. See 2 trebuchets out, but he's got no mangoes. He's only got 1 in production. Meanwhile, Demu has 2 out with another 1 in production. Warrior Scout's gonna try to take the Sacred Side, but I don't know if Demu actually thought he could get away with that. There's an entire army right there. More stone coming through. Demu has stacked up so much food. I wonder if this is just because he's... Like, is it because he's just hasn't, like, spent enough of his food? Or is it because he wants to go in? Like, I'm kind of leaning towards him. Because this is... There's no way you macro that badly. And I mean, once in comes through, you know, we're talking about a siege war. You can't really lose versus a castle siege. And like, everything else is range units, and that means your siege just wins. And you probably just win the game. Yeah, Moo has already lost almost all his siege, by the way. Like, he's got these 2 trebs, but they're not going to be able to do anything when you got this many Springleds out. In the late game, Mongol Springleds are better than Roost Springleds, but I mean, Roost Springleds are better than normal Imperial Springleds, and normal Imperial Springleds will absolutely demolish normal Springleds anyway, and Demu's got big ego lead. Okay, he's stacking up so much food, but he has no gold. I don't understand. Like, he could honestly put down like 7 stables right now and just start spamming horsemen and probably win off that. I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. I'm just not sure. I like this positioning, however. Like, he's positioning it for an Imperial. Now he's got a lot of vills on gold, I will say. 18. I mean, it's still gonna take a while. He'll probably be able to go imp in the next minute. at least. Moo's getting a pretty respectable number of Springles out. Actually, he has more Springles than Demu, but the thing is he's gonna be caught completely off guard by this Imperial. Oh my, yeah, look at this. Like, I think the big thing about this game is Mu does not have, like, even horticulture yet. Meanwhile, Demu, I expect that he will have his tier 2. Actually, I can see it up here. So he only has his tier 1, but that's tier 1 plus the gather speed from Roost naturally gets, and he's just gathering food way faster. Even though the numbers are roughly equivalent, Demu has, yeah, it's gaining 1400 versus 1000, almost 50% more. Our Kurultai almost dead. We need to pull some vills to repair the Kurultai. Demu pushing out with his Springles, even though he's about to get Imp. Maybe just wait for Imp, Demu. Perhaps. And he managed to get both Sacred Sites. Alright, alright. Yeah, I don't know how Mu wins this game though, because these, once the 12.5 range Springles come out, ideally we also want to see like one mango. Is that in queue? Not yet, just more Springles. I guess mass Springles is the way. Okay, now Mu, he's like, as Mu, there's two options when you see your opponent doing that. You can either try to get your own imp, or you just try to kill them, because they just invested that much resources. But Demu's still stacking up like fucking 5k resources. No, even more, like 6k resources now. It feels like he's not even taking Mu seriously at this point. Yeah, and now I expect... Does he have roller... Oh, he doesn't even have roller shadow triggers yet. But the thing is, you know, you killed the Roost's entire army, but the militia are here. And these militia will, you know, they'll kill all of these archers and man-at-arms. Actually... actually they're not doing that amazing against this many archers, but as you can see, these things have more health and damage than, or they have the same health but more damage than a man-at-arms. Mu actually getting some damage done, but if we just were to see one mango out, you know, that would change everything. We're seeing another keep coming down. I think this is kind of surprising Demu. I think the problem is he doesn't have any production. He has a bunch of archery. He has 4 archery ranges, and that's it. You need more production, sir, when you're at you know, 102 vills Imperial Age. But I don't think it's gonna matter at this point. Yeah, Mu taps out. Oh, great game. Out of both players. Okay. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about before this video ends is my thumbnails, because I've been spending a lot of work on them. And I would like some feedback. I'm like trying out a bunch of different things with each of my thumbnails, and you know, so if you like one of the thumbnails more than the others, then tell me so I can use that format, the same format, more. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and hope everyone has a great day.